Sabi ni GD, you should convince Kibuloy and ask the followers to respect the authorities. Uulitin ko po, mayroon pong legal basis si Pastor Kibuloy to not surrender to the authorities. Ang tanong, GD, ikaw ba willing ka na to follow the rule of law? Kasi parang pinapalabas ninyo na dinidisrespect ang authorities. Kayo po ang hindi nagre-respeto. Doon sa kaso ng Daser, nag-rule ang Supreme Court na ang pagtatago ni Panfilo Lacson, noong time may 2 siyang outstanding warrants for murder, but he questioned the finding of probable cause at the prosecutor's office. He had no obligation to turn himself in and should suffer no negative reactions for that. Uulitin ko. Ito po ay batas. Dahil ang Korte Suprema, kapag nag-decide sila ng kaso, yan po ay nagiging batas. So, pagdating po sa pagsusurrender, pagdating po sa sa determination kung whether or not ang failure niya to appear at his arraignment can be considered an indication of light as an indication of guilt, sinabi ng Korte Suprema, hindi po totoo yan. Let's get back to the issue. The issue is what we need to watch out for. Number one is we don't want it to be solely the issue about the KOJC. Kasi sa totoo lang, maraming kasalanan ang administrasyon na ito. Ang kasalanan, of course, is the general one is yung kawalan ng hustisya. Yung sneaky people's initiative, yung corruption, yung lack of transparency, the drug issue, and so on. So, the reason we want to bring out all of these other issues and to take it all together is because if you use only one issue at a time, madali yan i-attack. Diba? Okay. So, the lack of justice is apparent dito sa execution ng arrest warrant here in KOJC. That's one. Number two is that the president has not answered the issues of past drug use, has not answered the issues of the issues of whether or not he is in a good enough state of mind to lead. What about the issues of his failure of leadership? What about the issues of the lack of transparency in his foreign policy? And so on. No, I disagree. Sabi ni Bongski, tingin ko hindi makikialam ang mga Duterte sa KOJC kasi makakasuhan sila at yun ang ibubuta sa kanila para gurgurin. I disagree. Unang-una, ano yung pakikialam nila? FPRD is already the administrator of the KOJC property. So he's in it no matter what. And all of them, Mayor Baste, VP Inday, and FPRD have all issued statements. So medyo unfair naman yung sinasabi ninyong hindi makikialam, making it look like, implying like hindi sila tumutulong. They have issued, they've made their stand clear. Ano pa ba ang gusto ninyong gawin nila? Now, si Mayor Baste has the additional burden. This is a PNP operation and the PNP is a national police. Hindi po siya under the mayor. Hindi po si mayor ang nagdidirect ng mga PNP. So medyo you have to manage your expectations. Sabi ni Alberto, hindi daw po alam at walang order ang presidente at si Abalos na lusubin ang KOJC compound. So, operation ng PNP, US, FBI by themselves. Here is the question. If for them, there is nothing wrong, hindi man sila ang nag-order ng paglusob doon sa compound, although I will contest that, it is clear that they are not just allowing it, but they are tolerating it and they believe in it. Kasi pwede nilang tutulan yon. The DILG does have supervision over the PNP, di ba? Thank you kay Paparapa. Sabi ni Average Joseph, did you ever wonder kung ganito din nangyari sa era ni Marcos? Well, I was already alive then, so I don't have to wonder. Abuse of power, napapaisip lang. Of course, there was abuse of power. The difference is that Marcos Sr. had what we call a constitutional dictatorship. Bago niya i-exercise yung power, he made sure that there was a law allowing it, regardless if whether or not that law in the long run could be considered constitutional. And in fact, si Marcos, when he wanted more powers, he would change the constitution. He changed the constitution para madagdagan niya yung powers niya so that any law that he passed would pass constitutional muster. Meaning, kahit anong gawin na batas niya, kahit medyo abusado na, pasok pa rin sa Constitution. Sabi ni Ochim, pwede ba yan? Chain of responsibility, chain of command. Now, yung chain of command po is actually a military term and also adopted by the PNP because of its military origins. Now, chain of command means, chain of command means simply that you will obey the orders of your superior. Ganun lang po yun. And he in turn obeys the orders of his superior. Now, sabi ni Captain Jack, command responsibility naman. Well, in criminal cases, command responsibility does not apply. Ang mag-a-apply yung rules on the participation of each person in a crime. So, kung walang kung walang conspiracy, merong principals, may accessories, mayroong accomplices. So, wala pong ganun. Wala pong command responsibility in criminal law. Meron po yan in administrative law. But that's different. Ito, sabi ni Oding, this ruckus is already in its third day and yet we didn't hear any official statement from the president. Not even a sneeze or a cough. Baka may runny nose. I'm kidding. Okay, Ma'am Telms, thank you again and again. Thank you, Koy Ophel. So, here's the thing. Okay, sabi ni Josh, the shortcomings of this admin are way too many that I lost count. Correct. Now, admittedly, di ba, that is true. But for me, many of them are no longer shortcomings. Many are open violations of the Constitution. But the question is, can we take it to the Supreme Court na? Or is it something that we should be discussing? Now, when I say discussing, this is also the marketplace of ideas happens everywhere. On the internet, in the coffee shops, and on the streets. So the question now is, ang leadership ba na ito ay kaya pa ba nating tiisin o dapat nadalin yung diskusyon sa kalye? Mayroong nag-aano dito is trying to make me feel guilty and I need to discuss this first. Ano daw ang pakiramdam, sabi ni DJ, na part ako ng pagkabudol namin. First of all, para kang nagtuturo ng isang tao dun sa multi-level marketing. Okay? Alam niyo yung pyramiding? Kapag hindi ikaw yung nasa top tier, nabudol ka din. Okay? Pero, meron kang ni-recruit. And that goes all the way down the line. So my question is this: how can you say na may kasalanan na ang tao sa pagkabudol mo kung nabudol din yung taong yun? However, tama ka, masama ang loob ko. Kaya nga po ginagawa namin ito. Pinapalaganap ang impormasyon and no holds barred. We will criticize this administration and work to maintain that people keep their rights and be able to exercise those rights to the full extent allowed by the Constitution. That is the least that I can do. Okay? And so, you're right. Isa po ako dun sa naghikayat dun sa pagboboto sa UNI team. And I am very, very sorry for that. Which is why, eto nga, andito tayo. And this time, we are doing something para ma-mitigate naman po yung pagkabudol nating lahat. Okay. Now, ang dami-dami mga katanungan that are really distracting us. So, let's go back to the topic. The topic is the other issues, the emergent issues. We need to be able to discuss all of these issues and, as it appears that's happening, to take it to the streets. What does it mean when we take it to the streets? It means that we let also our feet do the talking. Kumbaga, we are walking the talk. We take it to the streets so that face-to-face tayo with other people and we can discuss, are these issues of national security, of national interest that we need to act. And by acting, it means we demand. So I am sorry for those people who keep saying daldal lang pero walang gawa. Yung daldal po yung gawa. What do you think are the weapons of lawyers? What do you think are the weapons of the people, the ordinary people who are on the streets? Words are our weapons. And sometimes our numbers, people standing together, showing the government or the higher powers just how many people think alike or think the same about these issues. Now, bakit mahalaga yung pinag-uusapan natin dito? Because the government owes us an explanation. Because the president owes us an explanation. Because the cabinet secretaries acting as alter egos of the president, they owe us an explanation. They don't, we can see through their lies. And it must be made apparent that we do not believe these fake explanations or these explanations that give no information and they don't even give any enlightenment. So yun po ang is what we must watch out for. We take it to the streets, but we don't take just the issue of the KOJC to the streets. We take the other issues, the issues of ayuda, the issues of our bad and mismanaged economy, where the rich get richer, but the poor not just get poorer, but get hungrier. What about healthcare? What about the failure of the healthcare system, which should not be failing at a time like this? I will answer some of your comments and your questions. But I will not answer questions for my opinion. Because it's, I'll give it anyway. You don't need to ask. Friday Girl says, people power na pero wag lang sana dahil sa KOJC. Marami rin kasing tao hesitant sumali dahil di lahat gusto si Kibuloy. But we believe overkill talaga at unjust ang ginagawa sa KOJC ngayon. Yan. Because the issue isn't the KOJC. The issue is this blatant display of power by the government. Kaya yung sinabi ni General Torre, nakakabahala yon. O sige na, kasuhan nyo na lang kami pero gagawin namin ito sa ayaw at sa gusto. Okay? These things should not be emanating from a public official. Okay? Hi kay Mark Anthony. Ayan. We'll just remove lahat ng mga whataboutism dito. Sandali lang po. Maglo-lowbat kasi yung yung phone, mamamatay yung dito sa TikTok. Sabi ni EJE, question, ano magagawa natin ngayon? What we have always been doing. Except with the other dimension that there are some people who are already congregating. Pupunta sila sa kalye, nagpupulong-pulong sila doon, bahagi ng pag-exercise nila ng kanilang karapatan na magsalita, magpahayag, magpulong, and to petition for redress of grievances. Sabi ni GD, you should convince Kibuloy and ask the followers to respect the authorities. Uulitin ko po, mayroon pong legal basis si Pastor Kibuloy to not surrender to the authorities. Ang tanong, GD, ikaw ba willing ka na to follow the rule of law? Kasi parang pinapalabas ninyo na dinidisrespect ang authorities. Kayo po ang hindi nagre-respeto. Doon sa kaso ng Dacer, nag-rule ang Supreme Court na ang pagtatago ni Panfilo Lacson, noong time may 2 siyang outstanding warrants for murder, but he questioned the finding of probable cause at the prosecutor's office. He had no obligation to turn himself in and should suffer no negative reactions for that. Uulitin ko. Ito po ay batas. Dahil ang Korte Suprema, kapag nag-decide sila ng kaso, yan po ay nagiging batas. So, pagdating po sa pagsusurrender, pagdating po sa sa determination kung whether or not ang failure niya to appear at his arraignment can be considered an indication of as an indication of guilt, sinabi ng Korte Suprema, hindi po totoo yan. So muli, GD, you can get off your soapbox. You can get off your high horse. Pinalalabas ninyo na kami ang nagkukonsinti sa illegal na ginagawa ni Pastor Kibuloy when it is actually you. Because you want us to deny Pastor Kibuloy of his right, which is very clearly stated, enunciated, and clarified by the Supreme Court in the Dacer case. So I'm sorry, GD, you are not only wrong, but you are in the wrong. Pinalalabas po ninyo na mali, when the fact is, sinabi na ng Korte Suprema, hindi po yan mali. Sensi, I already explained it. Habeas corpus or writ of amparo. General rule, I'd say writ of amparo kasi yun po ang fina-file. Okay. For habeas corpus, yan po yung mga disappearances. And for any other rights that must be protected, writ of amparo po. I'm not sure if kung meron pong nag-disappear, then kailangan both. Daniel said, kahit may warrant of arrest. Opo, actually, dun sa kaso ni Panfilo Lacson, may warrants of arrest din siya. Double murder yung kaso niya, mas malala. Pero nagtago siya at sabi ng Korte Suprema, he's not required to surrender. Kasi nga, as far as Senator Lacson was concerned at the time, walang probable cause and therefore, he was contesting the validity of the arrest warrant. Now, while the arrest warrant has not yet been declared or dissolved, it remains valid. So, okay lang yan na i-serve. Kung na-discover noon, kung nahanap si Senator Lacson noon, it would have been served on him. Pero, he did not have the obligation to turn himself in. The same case applies to Pastor Kibuloy. Okay? Hi kay Glean at saka kay Gear. And thank you everyone for the gifts. Hindi ko na po kayo nasundan. Dami po kasing ini-explain. Hi kay Miss Ruby. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you din po kay Joseph, kay Imelda, at kay Dark Horse. If there's any news on the AFP, hindi naman siguro mag-a-announce ang AFP ng ganyan. So wala pa po tayong balita. Hi Chard, nagtatanong siya tungkol sa kanyang service sa BPO. I have no copy of your contract of employment, so hindi po kita maaabisuhan dyan. Sabi ni Sky, posible po ba magpalit tayo ng government this year? If you mean, can we change the people who are sitting in government? Alam nyo, people power is not illegal. If it happens, then it happens. And yes, that's in the realm of the possible. Ewan ko if it's in the realm of the probable. We will have to wait and see for that. Thanks to Paparapapa for lighting up the donuts in the gift gallery. Sabi ni Ireneo, ang abogado po, ang daming dahilan. Trabaho po kasi ng abogado yan. Kung ang tanong ninyo, dadaan ninyo sa larangan ng ipapasok ninyo sa larangan ng batas, makakarinig talaga kayo ng dahilan. Pero ang sinasite namin dito ay yung sinabi ng Korte Suprema. And the decisions of the Supreme Court become part of the law of the land. So, I'm afraid na kahit galit po kayo sa pagdadahilan, ganyan po talaga ang takbo ng batas. Ganyan po talaga kapag ina-argue namin at ganyan po talaga ang sandata ng bawat abogado. Kung sa tingin ninyo nadidihado kayo dahil sa dami namin mga paraan at pag-argue, naku, reality check lang po. Ganyan po talaga ever since. Huwag po kayong magagalit. Because there will come a time na kakailanganin nyo yung pagdadahilan ng isang abogado. Sabi ni Farah, ako din, di ako nakaboto pero ikinampanya ko si BBM. Kaya aminado ako na nabudol ako. Kaya ngayon talaga ginagawa ko din ang pag-share sa FB page para makatulong ako na ma-inform ang iba na tama na wakasan na ang paghihirap ng mamamayan. Di na tama ang ginagawa nila. Thank you kay... Sino yung nagpadala? Austrian painter, Paparapa. Oh no, that's not true. Sea Monster said, didn't Imelda Marcos also try to evade her arrest warrants before when they fled to Hawaii? No po, they were ousted. So, hindi po siya tumatakbo. Sila po ang pinaalis natin. Sabi ni Amazon Mama, naiyak ako sa sagot mo kung ano ang pakiramdam mo na naging part ka ng nabudol daw kami. Same feeling ng mag-sorry ang VP. Kaya nga noon nung sinasabi ng mga tao na kaya naman namin binoto si BBM dahil kay Inday. She knows that and she feels that deeply. Hi kay Miss Patty. Sabi niya, so many comments in other blogs are praising the PNP and General Torre for doing a good job. I really can't believe people are so apathetic and indifferent even if people are being hurt seriously. Let's put it into context and let's also be fair, okay? Number one, the PNP is still correct in serving a warrant of arrest because until at the time that the court declares that the warrant is void, then that's the time that if they try to serve it, it will be illegal. So, all right, the presumption is that the warrant is considered legal. Okay. So, the warrant is considered legal and it must be served. Now, ano yung rules dun sa service of a warrant of arrest? If they know that a person is inside, let's say, a home, a domicile, they have the right to break in. Okay? They have also the right to break out. Kung kunwari, yung officers of the law are inside and then the subject of the warrant is outside, they can also break out. So the court allows these things. It's in the rules of court. Now, so yung pag-enter nila, that is allowed especially if they are locked out. So, in this case, pinapasok po sila ng KOJC. So, the question now remains, bakit dumaan pa sila sa ibang mga lugar that's not intended for ingress or egress? Okay? So that's issue number 1. Issue number 2, can they stay there and keep trying to, destroying things, etc., in order to find the subject of the arrest warrant? Well, destroying, that's questionable now, unless they have a well-founded belief na nandun yung hinahanap nila. However, they will also be responsible for any damages that they incur. Okay? Particularly kung meron silang sisirain at hindi nila nahanap yung nagtatago o yung subject ng arrest warrant. Are they doing a good job? Ideally, this should be done with minimal invasion of privacy and minimal, yung kumbaga, no damages caused to person or persons and to property. Now, there are some damages that cannot be helped and they might be exempt from that. But damages that are deliberately inflicted, ibang usapan po yan. Now, the manner with which General Torre answered Attorney Torreon might also be questioned and can be the subject of an administrative case. What about the police who pepper sprayed a woman who, from behind? He is also administratively and yes, criminally liable for that because that's he inflicted physical injuries on another person and it is not through neglect, it was a deliberate act. Ano ba? Yung tagal nila doon. Again, any action, official or particularly official actions, are subject to the standard of reasonability. Is it still reasonable for them to be there? Para sa akin, their presence might be argued as reasonable. But what is not reasonable is the hurt and damage on the people there. Why? Because we are balancing the right to serve the warrant or the requirement, the mandate to serve the warrant, at the same time protecting the domicile of the people who live there. Okay, remember, ito pong KOJC compound, may mga nakatira po dyan. So, how long will they stay? Number 2, yung pagdidetain ng mga tao doon sa loob could be considered arbitrary arrest. Arbitrary detention, Yung mga hindi pinapapasok could be considered may grave coercion at may mga threats pa. So, ang tanong is this still reasonable? Yung detention, certainly not. Yung keeping people out or away from their domicile, certainly not. And these are not covered by the rules. However, you counterbalance that with that they can stay there for as long as there is a reasonable basis for them to think that the subject of the warrant is there. Ito, sabi ni Ron, hostage taking na po yung nasa loob ng KOJC kasi hindi na makontak. Well, that's another thing. And yes, pwedeng idulog yan sa hukuman. So yan po ang pwedeng habeas corpus. So para they will be allowed to enter and leave the premises at will. Again, this is subject to yung ginagawa ng PNP is subject to the test of reasonability. Ron, wag po mag-all caps ha. Sabi ni Christian, if Bongbong Marcos will still ignore the issues, just like, what if, okay, why is that important to you? Kasi ganito po yun, ano? What we're doing is still actually with respect to the president. We're bringing the matter to him. We're making noise to make sure na pansinin niya yung issue na ito. It is for his own good. Ngayon, if he ignores the issue, then it only ends up convincing more and more people that this government's leadership has failed. And therefore, the demand for him to step down now gains a reason, another reason. BBM should resign because part of being a leader means that you are in touch with the people you lead. That's why there's a requirement of transparency. Kaya nga po nire-require natin na hindi lang transparent, dapat tuloy-tuloy ang pakikipag-usap ng liderato sa atin. Kaya nga po may press secretary. Kaya nga po mayroong information office. Ito po ay para magarantiya yung transparency requirement ng gobyerno. Sabi ni Jack, batiin po na, wag na all caps next time ha. Batiin po natin ang admin na ito sa patuloy na paggatong apoy na tutupok sa kanila. Grabe. Sabi ni Lisa Fem, pwede bang mag-declare not right, don't consider it's it is a power given by the Constitution, but it's not a right. A right kasi is something that you can demand. A power you can choose to exercise. Okay, so the difference is very subtle, but I'm sure you get it. The point here is that yes, if there is a massive lawlessness in the country, if they characterize it as that. So yes, the president can actually use that as a reason to declare martial law.
Performance